Welcome back to Dan's Messy Garage. This is going to be part 5 of the AOD problems I'm having with the Monarch. And I think Dan Gilsdorf from silverfoxtrans.com hit the nail on the head. He figured out what I did wrong in the first place. I've dealt with this guy before in his company. He makes custom valve bodies for AODs and other things. Outstanding guy. Anyways, I was emailing with him and he watched the video of me taking the pump apart, and he says that he's pretty convinced that I used the flex plate from the C6 instead of from an AOD. The difference is, if I measure from this mounting surface just to the concrete, I get roughly 0.8 inches. I mean, this doesn't have to be exact to know the problem here. About 0.8 inches. Now, if I measure these others, same way, about 0.6 inches. So that plate would be pushing the torque converter 0.2 of an inch further into the trans, making those gears grind together. And I think he's 100% right, because the torque converter did go into the gear properly. It just went too far and ground everything badly. I didn't realize this at the time. I know that there's a difference in the balance weights. Like, probably making a lot of noise. Like this flex plate over here has got a bigger weight than these three. I think these are all 28 ounce, and that's probably a 50 ounce. But look at this. I didn't even realize it, but one of the flex plates I had in my stash is marked AOD. If I'd have saw that and used this, none of us would be watching any of these videos right now. So thank you, Dan Gilsdorf, for pointing that out. I feel much better knowing what I did wrong. At first, I thought I had the torque converter not quite in the trans properly. And then when I tightened the trans and engine together, it shoved it into the gear, into the stator. But turns out I did have the torque converter in the trans correctly. I just had the wrong flex plate. So when I get my new parts and put the trans back together, I'll be using the OD flex plate. Now the trans, I took it completely apart, and it's got like metal filings in the fluid, because that pump was grinding against the stator, and it sent those filings into the trans. I'm going to take the valve body apart, get a new filter, because those particles, if they get in the valve body, they can screw up the action of the valves and the bores. So I got a lot of cleaning up to do. Hopefully you guys can learn through my mistakes. And that's going to be the end of this. Was it part 5, did I already say? I don't remember. I think part 5. So thanks for watching Dan's Messy Garage. Stay tuned for part 6. But that's going to be a while, because the parts are on order, and it's going to take 4 or 5 days for them to get here. And then it's going to be however long it takes me to put it back together and stick it in the car. Thanks for watching. Bye.